Fucarino in the building. Your boy, as I usually say. Today we are missing Hitomi Takata and Walt Bauer. They both had to work this weekend. Me, unfortunately, I don't have a real people job. I do Uber. So, you know what I'm saying? I could just do this whenever I want. But shout out to them. They really wanted to be here because we got someone special in the building.
Hey.
What up? Amber Lee.
Amber Lay.
China. Amber Lay?
Lay.
Last
name is French.
All right, let's say that's even. What are the nicknames? Because you say you got one. You got China.
My little brother, Fame Hundo, called me China probably 2 years ago, and it stuck for a while. So a lot of people have been calling me China. My baby mama calls me Asia.
Asia, okay.
I just have a whole bunch of them. Like China doll.
Chinese.
I'm not even Chinese.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. You don't really look, because you look something else. You don't look Chinese.
No, I'm Vietnamese. It's just people call me, like China fits. He's just like China. Just
it's
China.
simple. It's nice.
And then, at work, they call me Chun-Li.
Okay.
I'm like the feisty little Asian behind the bar, and I really will kick you. Like, I've done it before where I kicked coworkers, and we all just laugh. It's like a joke to us. So, that's me.
All right, I like your style. And you're on like a bunch of podcasts. I can't even list them. Like, how many podcasts you on?
I am not on any podcast as of right now. I have an upcoming podcast called Collard Greens and Chopsticks. Shout outs to Eric. I'm Digital. He is my co-host. He is my business partner. We are putting on for the whole United States of America. We're going to be traveling with it. It's going to be dope. And I actually just got asked to co-host Drunken Wisdom, which I was on last night.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
that was fun.
Temporarily. I'll be filling in for Jonah, which is the CEO of the Vibes ENT. The co-hosts would be Aaliyah, Jonah, and Vic. So I'm filling in for them, but they also know that Collard Greens and Chopsticks is my baby.
That's your baby.
Yeah, that's my baby.
Now, is it you or somebody else? What's going on?
It's me and Eric. Me and Mr. I Am Digital. He's also my cameraman. He's also my manager. He's the person that keeps me sane throughout all this stuff that I got going on. So
behind the scenes, right?
Yeah, not even behind the scenes. He is more behind the scenes, but I want him to talk a little bit more on the podcast. But we're gonna see. We have different opinions, but we respect each other, and that's how you can co-host together.
Exactly, and I think those are the best times when people don't
that's
agree on everything. Like, it's different.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of debate, so it makes it interesting to watch and stuff.
It's not, he makes sure that, like, he doesn't, if we do disagree, it's no disrespect at all.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. Same thing with mine, like, on our podcast, they just, like, they always think I'm crazy. Like,
I'm crazy.
They never agree. Like, I actually had to make a vote one time. Like, do you agree with Joe? F no. Hell no. No. Yes. There was one yes. We got a couple yeses. I got a couple. Shout out to people that anyone watching on our live or anything like that. I'm a little blind, so I'm going to put glasses on and see who we got live in the house. Who we got? Shout out to Pedro. Shout out to Jimmy. Shout out to Jazz. What up, Jazz? It's almost your birthday soon.
Hey.
Shout out to Chris Patiri. Big deal, Crispy, in the building. All right. And shout out to our camera girl, Jaylene Rodriguez.
Hey.
So,
shout out to Drippy Graham on the check-in, though. I see you.
Oh, shit. You got some people over there on the live, too?
I do. I'm blind myself, so I just saw that he was just like, yo, I'm tuning in. I'm just like, hey.
Okay.
Jersey's coming together.
Yeah, let me try to. I'm going to try to see what kind of live I get on this phone, too. Too many damn phones. So, I want to thank you for coming on with us, like your 8th podcast.
Of course. I want to thank you for coming to Leah Records. For coming to me, because I always get lost in Jersey City. So it's just like, I'm not trying to have that happen again. I was lost for like an hour one time.
Yeah, no, that's pretty wild. You would think over there it would be like New York City? Like everything would
Nothing
be
like it.
Like 14 or 15, 16, it should be like that? But it's just hard.
Not. It's just all, I feel like Jersey City is just all over the place. Like everywhere.
I don't like it.
I'm not going to say I don't like it. I just don't like getting lost in it.
I don't like it. The only reason I don't like it is because of the traffic. And to pedestrians that don't respect.
Yeah, but that's like New York too, because I'm always in New York. I can drive in New York, but like driving in Jersey City is just mind-boggling to me. Like, I just can't do it.
I call it the black hole too.
It's
for Uber.
Jersey City's the black hole.
It's the black hole. At least for Uber, because you just never get out of it. So, also if you have anyone listening to this podcast that never heard us before, I kind of just want to tell people like what we do.
Of course.
Basically, it's for people who just need someone to talk to at the end of the day. or just someone who need like a unbiased opinion, some different perspective. Like nothing, perfect. None of us are like, I'm far from perfect. My answers are far. Yeah, but
we all are.
How I feel is like, everybody could learn something from everybody.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, I can learn something from you. I think you can learn something from me. We can learn something from her.
Yes.
Etc. We all could learn something from everybody. So I feel like, why not? I mean, sometimes you're going through something and you want to kind of get someone else's perspective, but you're afraid to ask.
Yeah. No, I feel like you can learn from everyone, all ages, all sizes, all experiences. There's always something that someone else has to offer that you never really heard of, you know?
It's just something outside the box, too. And then I felt like people just sometimes wanted someone else's completely different perspective. Because, like, let's say, you got a man, whatever, and, you're going through something with him, and you don't want, and your homegirl doesn't like him. You don't really want to tell her, but she's just going to be like, fuck him. Or F him, sorry. Language everyone in the building.
Yeah.
So, but you know what I mean? Like, you're not going to want to talk to her about it because of that.
I do have that situation. I do not have a man. My friends do, and that is how I feel about certain ones. I don't like their man, but I would never make it to the point where it's clear and it's obvious that I don't like him, but I will never not be there for you. Like, you can always call me up and be like, yo, listen, let's go out, or you know what, I just need to talk, I just need to vent. I will always be there for you, no matter how much I dislike him. What I don't agree with is when girls just like, oh, she doesn't listen to me, so what's the point of me talking to her anyway? Because you're her friend and she needs you. So why would you not be there for someone that you call your friend?
That's real.
It is what it is.
But, some people don't even get to that level. Some people they wouldn't even go up to you and talk to you about it.
No. Some won't, because I'm very aggressive, so I'll be like...
But that's good, though. Sometimes people need that, but people are not ready for that. And then what happens is, let's just say they don't talk to you about it. It could be something simple.
Yeah.
But it's unnecessary stress.
It bothers them.
Yeah, because I felt like in this, obviously in the world, like, we have enough stress, we have enough problems, we have enough real things that happen. People get sick, family members die, you could lose a job. We have enough, like, real stress to that little stress. Why bottle it up?
Exactly.
When we could just talk about it, kick it as friends. Exactly. And like I said, it may not be something perfect, but it's going to maybe help you de-stress.
Roll up a little bit. That's it. Shout out to my makeup artist, Tiffany Nazare, on the check-in.
Oh, she's in
I
there.
love you. That is my god sister. That is my heart. She is the one that keeps me from murdering people.
Yeah?
Yes.
Where does she work out of?
She is actually a NARS freelance model. Okay. All the makeup that you see me in videos and photo shoots, it is all her.
Okay.
She's working in New York now. She's doing her thing. This girl's gonna, let me tell you, Tiffany Nazare, remember that brand, y'all. Remember that brand.
So how can I get in touch with her? We might as well shout her out.
Tiffany Nazare on Instagram and on Facebook. It's TiffanyNazare.
Hey, shout out to her. You want to get that makeup on?
You want to get that makeup on fleek? Like how y'all keep saying my makeup is on fleek. It's all because of Tiffany. I didn't know how to apply eyeliner to myself at one point.
See, I don't know how you girls do it because that shit just takes forever.
No, it doesn't. It takes forever for certain situations. Like if we're going out, it's gonna take a while. But if I'm just going to work, it's probably like a 20-minute makeup process. But if I'm gonna be on video, if I'm gonna be on camera, that's when the process is a little bit longer because she makes sure that I'm flawless. So that's the type of makeup artist you need. You need to make sure that, and she makes you feel good about yourself. Okay. Your makeup artist is like when you guys go to the barbershop.
Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the barber. I stopped going to the barber. Unfortunately, I stopped going to the barber a while ago. I do my shit myself.
I mean, I don't really go to the barbershop,
Hey, you feel lucky though. You don't have to.
No, some girls just really gotta. Some girls do have to. But for the most part, I just keep my hair natural.
Okay. Let's get our live set up here. We're going a little Instagram live.
Hey.
So, I'm going to have you announce our topic for today.
Our topic is love, guys.
She's like, what am I?
They chose me to talk about love.
Well, no, we didn't choose you. It just fell into...
It fell into... Okay. I mean, my view on love is very different from everyone else's.
Okay. Let's start. What's the first thing you think I see your videos?
I don't. You know how when girls say that they're crazy? To a certain extent, yeah. I'm crazy. I give you the freedom that you want. I don't like to check your phone. I don't like to check your Instagram. I don't like to check your Facebook. Because if I have to do that, I don't want to be with you. Because now you're stressing me out. Now I have to worry about what you're doing, who you're with, who this girl is, who that girl is. Like, I don't have time for that. So if I can't feel like I can't trust you, I don't want to be with you. I don't want to have to go through your phone. You can have my password all you want. I don't want to go through your phone. I don't want you to feel like you have to go through my phone either. Because look at the industry I'm in. I deal with men every day, artists, singers, dancers, everything.
Yeah.
I need that trust level to be there so that way I can focus on my career, on my interviews, without you in my ear. Who is this and who is that?
Yeah, coming at you.
Because I don't want to do that to you when it's time for you to chase your dreams. I want us to be secure. I want us to be able to build. And if we don't have that, I don't want you. Like, you can go somewhere else.
No, I agree with you 100% on that. Like, I always see people doing that, fucking out relationships, and I'm like, yo, like, why are you even with the person?
Exactly. That's how I feel.
Honestly, 100%. Like, but you know what it all comes down to, what I think, and I've said this before a couple of other podcasts, and people thought I was crazy, but people get comfortable.
Yes.
And that's all it is. And a lot of people, I feel like, are afraid to be alone.
Yes.
And that gets to it.
But here's the thing: being alone is beautiful. I used to hate being alone.
Yeah.
And then after what I went through an abusive relationship, and then I was talking to someone. And after him, it was just like, he taught me props to him, he taught me how to love myself again. He set me on the right path so that way I wouldn't go back to the abusive relationship. And he was an amazing person. It just didn't work out. And it broke my heart that it didn't work out, you know? But what I took from that is, now you love yourself. Now, all that work that you put into those relationships and loving someone else, you put that into loving yourself, and you will love being alone. I love being alone. I love smoking my weed. Sorry. Shishita. I love that. I love to read books. I love to just chill, think of ideas, be by myself. And then every once in a while, I'll pop out. You know?
Yeah.
You learn more about yourself. You love yourself a little bit more.
Well, you get to know yourself.
Exactly. You get to know yourself.
A lot of people don't, because especially, we always have so many things distracting us. Especially in this area, like this New York, Jersey area. Oh, it's always like hustle, 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 work. You know, it's always people, family, friends. Like, there's always just so much going on that you kind of lose yourself. Like, I feel at times. And when are you going to go back to that and actually learn who you are?
Exactly. And it doesn't matter what age you are. I'm 27 years old. I'm going to be 30 in a couple of years. But now I know what I want. You know, like back in the day when I was at Seton Hall, I wasn't sure what the fuck I wanted. I thought I wanted to be an ESPN analyst, and I had that set up for me. A abusive relationship came along, and I put those opportunities on the back burner, and I ended up losing them. But you know what? It made me stronger, and now I'm like trying to be, how do I say this? I'm more into the music industry side now because I have more of a voice with the industry.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is where I belong. You know? Yeah, and then after you accept your past and everything you've been through, you don't look back unless to see how far you've gone. And you work on yourself. And that's it. And the right person is going to come along. Exactly. Because
you're going to you're putting yourself in those good environments. The environments that you like to be in.
Exactly.
That's why I tell people as well, like we did a chapter on how to find, one girl asked how to find a good guy. Like, you don't go looking, you just put yourself in the environments that you love, like back to that, like know yourself, be yourself. Be alone and be good. Like be happy. And it's hard. I get a lot of times too. I'll be lonely as fuck and this and that. Like I keep a small circle. Like I'm not the big friends. I have like 5 friends. There's Anthony, Hitomi, Mike. Like I can count them on my hands. You know, that's just how it is. But so you get lonely at times, and then you start thinking. Thinking it's into other things, and maybe end up in depression or whatever. You know, you never know how people are. But at the end of the day, you have to go through experience to know what you like.
Exactly. You have to go through pain to learn about yourself. Like you have to know what you can endure. Because once you endure that, it's like you get over it and you're just like, you know what? I'm pretty damn awesome. Like, you know what? I made it through that. I can make it through anything.
Yeah.
And that's just how I began to feel.
What I said recently, I put on Facebook not too long ago, was like, I don't know why people keep being afraid to fail. when you fail, you just learn what doesn't work faster.
Yes. You
like if you fail the test, you go like, okay, well I did those answers, so they don't work.
So what are the right answers? It's a learning. Failure is a learning process. It's not considered failure to me. It is only failure if you give up completely and you don't overcome the obstacle. Like if you just, you know what, this is too hard, hands up, I'm done. That's failing. But damn, freaking A, like I messed up and it didn't work out the way I wanted. But you know what? Maybe there's another way to go about this. That is not failure. That's a learning process.
Of course.
That's what people
It's
fail.
It's trial and error. But people, they fail a couple times and they get all upset. Like, yo, now you know what not to do next.
Yeah.
Now you just change.
Dust yourself off.
Yeah.
Try again.
I mean, I don't know. I've failed enough in different areas to where you learn that, because I mean, I've always just wanted to, okay, keep pushing forward, keep moving on to the next thing, because I've always wanted more. So I'm like, okay, well, to want more, guess what? I got to bump that and you go on to the next one.
Exactly.
But the same thing goes with knowing yourself, loving yourself. And once you love yourself, then we can go on to loving somebody else. You know, because then you also, when you know yourself and you love yourself, you know your expectations. You know what you want.
Your limits. Yeah,
you know your limit, what you're gonna put up with, and then you also, when you know yourself, you kind of want that other person to like match who you are.
Yeah, exactly.
It should fit
be
like a
on
puzzle.
the same level as you. He or she can build you up. He or she is supposed to be your number one fan. He or she is supposed to be a team player. Like, damn, I'm getting my ass beat. Tag team, I got you, babe. Like, let's go. Let's conquer
and then you handle it together.
Yes, that's
like
what a relationship's supposed to be. Like, I don't know what the hell y'all doing out here, but that ain't it. That ain't it.
See a lot of people rushing to get into
relationships, engagements, marriages, and I don't knock it, but make sure you're happy with that person. Make sure you can be with that person for the rest of your life.
Exactly, because that's what you're being like. If you're just fucking with somebody, you're just messing with somebody. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If that's just something on the side, then keep that to be something on the side. But when you settle down, especially like I'm 27 as well, so once you settle down at this age, it's like, I want to be with that person for the rest of my life.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like, why am I'm not wasting my time. Like, I'm not going to say, we're a girlfriend. If I don't see that. And I feel like people just do it because at the end of the day, they're lonely or...
People like the title. People like the title because the title involves ownership. If you are my man, everyone thinks I can clock you. Now I can go through your things. And now I can take over whatever's yours. That's not ownership is not a relationship. Partnership is. Yeah. I'm not going to ever disrespect my man and go through his phone just because I'm your girl. I can do what I want. Yeah, to a certain extent. It
shouldn't even be like that.
It shouldn't be like that.
I should feel comfortable just here, whatever. Like.
Yeah, but it's different because the last guy I was talking to, he always had my phone. He had the password to my phone. I didn't care. I was drunk. I'd be like, here, hold my phone. And it would just be whatever. And I know that he wouldn't go through it. Yeah, exactly. There were times when his phone wasn't working. He would use my phone to call out to people. No problem. No fucking, like, here's my password. I don't care. That I don't mind. Playing video games on each other's phones, I don't mind. Even if you want to go through my stuff, I don't mind. But don't clock me through it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Don't be looking.
Yeah, don't be looking for stuff because now you're showing me that you're insecure. And now I don't want to be with you if you're insecure because if you can't deal with my social media, what are you going to do when I go interview freaking Dave East? Are you going to be right here on my neck and he's going to be like, well, who the hell is this guy looking at you like that? Like, no, now you're distracting me. And I don't need distractions in my life.
Yeah. That shouldn't even be, like I said, no one should be together at that point.
No.
If it's that type of stuff with the social media, little things, if people commenting, like that's just not even.
It's whatever.
That's cool. Like I said, if you're dating or whatever, if you want to do just okay, but then you realize, okay, it's not working.
But here's the thing. Here's what I found out that made me really comfortable. When you laugh at everyone that tries to know you together, like screenshots, like some girl will say some crazy shit.
Yeah.
He'll screenshot it, he'll send it to me, and we'll laugh at it together.
Exactly.
That's the way it's supposed to be. Like,
of course.
Okay. But don't screenshot it and then DM her after on some crazy, be like, yo, babe, look at this.
And then try to be conniving or something.
Yeah, no, just be like, oh, this freaking girl, whatever. But now you see what I do, laugh about it. Make her feel like she's number one. That's it.
I think even before all that, people just don't date enough. I've said that before a couple times on my podcast. People just don't date enough, and they don't date long enough.
You don't get, because everyone, like you said, everyone just rushes. Everyone wants to own that person. You are mine. Like, I don't know. I don't want you to own me. I want you to love me. I want you to be happy to be with me. I don't want you to own me. I own myself. I will never let a man tell me what to do, when I can do it, who I can hang out with, where I can go. It's not happening. Like, if you do that to me, that's a turn off, and you're automatically cut.
Well, yeah, it's like I said, it shouldn't be. It should just flow. Like, things aren't that love's not that complicated. I don't think. When you really love someone,
it's not. People make it.
Yes.
People make it that way.
But then that's not really love. That's just where you're just sticking with them.
It's comfortability.
Exactly.
Like you said, it's the fear of being alone. Why would you put up with so much crap, knowing that there's someone else out there that's not going to do that to you? But you just have to let go of being comfortable with that person and keep moving forward. Like, once you chase your dreams, once you focus on you, that's when everything falls into place. That's when that right man, that right girl will come along, because now she sees you for who you are. You're not trying to impress her. She just
You're just doing you.
Yeah, you're doing you, and that catches their attention. Like, oh damn, like, okay, I like her ambition, I like her drive, I want her.
Because you either, if not, you're going in different directions. You're either trying too hard, or you're being in places that you don't want to be. Like after I've gotten to the point, like, I don't go nowhere I don't want to go. I do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? Do a podcast. You just live life.
Yeah.
And then in between, you'll find someone that just does almost the same shit you are. And then, like I said, it's environments too. That's the best. You got to put yourself in an environment that you want to be. Everybody else, don't worry about anybody else.
One of my best friends, my male best friends, Antoine, who, by the way, is a Falcons fan, and that's disgusting to me. But anyways, he's a Falcons fan. I'm a Saints fan. We'll talk about that later, right? But he said you fall in love with people's potential, which is true. You have an idea of who you want that person to be.
Yeah, he's right. Shout out to you.
Shout out to Pierre, you dirty bird.
Yeah, no, people do, because, you know, like, a lot of times people fall first for looks. So, like, a guy may see this bad girl. You know what I'm saying? And he might be, but she might be, like, gone mentally, whatever, like, wild. But
and you try to make her read books, but she don't understand it, like.
But people will be like, no, but you have potential. I could do this. You don't want to change somebody. You should never have to change anybody, especially at this age.
Exactly.
I'm saying maybe younger, maybe like high school kids. You know, you could work and kind of mold, you know, your girl or whatever. Or if, like, you know, there's a dude and he's not going in the right direction, you can kind of mold him. But once we at this age.
No, but I don't even want you to mold me. I mean, I want you to tell me what you like and what you don't like and things that you don't appreciate, so that way I can avoid doing that to hurt your feelings. But you met me and you fell for me the way I was. Why would you want to change me? Why? So that way you can devalue me a little bit more, so I'm not so easy to other people. What men don't understand is, when you empower your woman, you make every other man less valuable. Because you know what? He's not going to do for me what you do for me. He can't build me up the way that you built me up. He can't sit here and talk to me about ideas like you can. He just wants to, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like, or he just is in love with the idea of me, or in love with the way I look. Like, that's when empower your woman, empower your man, be their number one fan. And then after that's just like, you know what? Can't nobody replace you. And if you can't replace me, then here's a metaphor that someone taught me. I'm giving you $1 million. My love is worth $1 million. You mess up, you're telling me you don't want that $1 million. So now I'm going to take it back and give it to someone else. Who knows how to keep that $1 million, and who knows how to make it into 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million, instead of just depreciating my value and my love. Like, you got me all the way fucked up. Yeah,
because everything should be going up.
Exactly.
Once y'all get, you know what I'm saying, you get together and you get to know everybody, then it just should go up. It should never, like, things should be down. And once things do downcline, I think that's when a lot of people need to say, hey, is this thing working?
Exactly. Or what can we do to make it better?
Yeah.
What change?
Yeah, either one way or the other. Either we're going to try to change, and then you give things a couple of trials, and if they don't, then, like, I feel, because a lot of people, they always wait to break up for, like, this bad. You wait to get cheated on to break up, right? You wait for something big. But when y'all could have, because also time is valuable.
Yes, you can get that. I can get my money back. I can easily go and pick up a couple more shifts or pick up another job and make that money back. But I can't get my time back, bro. So don't waste it. Yeah,
you know. Hold on. Shout out to Aunt Mac. The topic is, what is love? He was on one of our podcasts as well. He was funny, man. Shout out to Aunt.
BT Dubs, I I'm surprised that she chose me for this topic, but I mean.
No, like I said, it just fell into place.
You
read it or whatever. I don't even, let's keep it real too, and I actually, you see what the topic was before. You don't usually say the topics until we start. Like my co-hosts don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
I just
didn't know what to expect. It was just like love and what is it? I'm just like, oh God. Like I'm like the most not unaffectionate, but I'm a weird female. Like I'm weird.
But what about when you have a man? Like, are you affectionate?
When I have a man, I give him my all, my everything, my loyalty, whatever you want, you got. You have a bad day, I will make it better. I'm not gonna I don't stress. You want to go out with your boys? Go out with your friends. Go ahead, have fun. Don't fuck nobody.
Yeah,
but you know, go out, have fun. Just let me know when you're there. Update me that you're okay, and let me know when you get home safe. Other than that, that's it. Now, if you don't answer your phone, that's when I'm gonna come looking for your ass.
Yeah, that's what
there's, you know,
there's levels to it. Obviously,
there's levels to it.
It has to flow. Like it's kind of really weird, but because when they said what is love, and okay, actually, what is love? A relationship. I feel like that love should be the same. Love is like you have with like your parents or your friends. Like that's love. Like there's no ownership. Like, you know, you're not texting your friends to make sure they didn't do you dirty or whatever, like that night. You know, like things like that.
But I do tell my friends every time that I like end a conversation, like whether it's over the phone or whether I leave them because we're going to separate cars, I always say love you.
Of course,
because you never know what's going to happen. So my parents always taught me how to say love you before you walk out the house. Even if you're mad at me, love you, and then just walk out. At least have that much. And that's how I am with my friends. I'll just be like, love you. And then you can say that if you want to. If not, then just leave you alone.
Exactly. But you have love with your friend. You have love with your parents.
It's that care
so
and affection.
It should be that, like it's around that same realm.
Mm-hmm.
With that person. But people make it a whole different type of love.
Oh my God, yes.
And it's like, if you don't have that same kind of connection, you don't have that same feeling as you have for a child, for a mother, for your best friend you've known for your life.
Mm-hmm.
That love isn't about the same kind of love.
Yeah.
Then what is it? It's just comfortability. It's just you're used to them being around.
When you love someone, you want them to be a better person, a better version of themselves. When you love someone, you care about them. You want to make sure that they're okay at all times. Whether you're crying because you're having a bad hair day, I still love you. You know what? I'll listen to you vent for 20 seconds about how your hair just won't stop sticking up. Like, that's what love is. You care about that person. You want to make sure that they're okay. Did you eat? Are you good? Are you all right? Like, do you need anything? That's love. The whole, where you at? What you doing? That is not love. That is actually abuse to me.
Yeah. No, you're right. It is. You don't do that to your parents, right?
Actually, I do.
Okay. Okay.
Like, I'll probably go home and visit them. I still have the key to the house. I'll walk in. No one's home. It's just like, what the hell?
Yeah,
where the hell are you at? We're in Philadelphia, in New York right now. What are you guys doing out there? We just want to get, okay, what time are you guys coming home? I do that, but it's like, now it's reversed, because now my parents haven't even called me for the past month. Like, I don't even think that they know I'm okay. But they know I'm okay.
Confidence.
Yeah, but it's just like, but lo and behold, if I don't answer that phone call when they call me, it's all hell breaks loose. Meanwhile, my mom has her phone in her bag on like the lowest ringer, so when I call her, she never picks up and I freak out.
But it's a different type of call. Like the other call we were saying is more like on what you're doing. Like you're doing something dirty.
Yeah.
The other call is like, where you at? I want to know why you're not here.
Yeah.
Like it's a different type of, the one phone call is, are you doing me dirty? You're going to tell me about it. You're talking to me.
Or it's a check-in kind of phone call. I like to check in. Hey, babe, how you doing? How is everything? You having fun? All right, cool. Let me know when you get in the house safe. That I can deal with. Where are you at? What are you doing? Why aren't you home yet? If you don't get out my face, because now I'm going to turn my phone off.
Yeah, and then it's going to go.
And we can play that game.
So they wrote, dang, this topic could be everlasting. It could, because love, I always say, is the most powerful thing in the universe.
Think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's more powerful than love?
Because love can break the most powerful man, and love can break the most powerful women.
And it's the most people. Everything's surrounded by love. Music, everything, feeling. It just goes right back to love. Love. That's it. It beats anything. It beats money. I mean, money can get you to...
Money's pretty darn close.
It is to some people.
Because I'd rather be heartbroken and, make sure that my rent is paid and all that and be heartbroken than being broke and in love. I'm not doing that.
Of course.
I'm not going to be...
Well, when I'm talking about love, I'm talking about the bigger. Not like relationship. Like, I'm talking bigger.
Okay.
Like the love, like, when a family member is sick, you'll maybe quit your job to spend.
Well, yeah, that's
what I'm talking about. I'm talking. That's the love. Like, that's what I'm saying. Love is so powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Like, beyond all that. Like, I know, smaller scale things. Obviously, you wager shit.
Yes.
But I'm talking on a bigger scale. Like, love altogether is just. Even like with this, God forbid, everything that's happening over there in Texas. People are helping, people are donating because
prayers
of the love. Yeah, because of the prayers, because of the feeling that comes down to love.
Yes.
If not, if people didn't have, because people always say, oh, people have hearts. If that was all true, no one would have given it down. People were like, all right, whatever.
I think when people say they don't have a heart, I think it's because, I know it's because they've been screwed over so many times. They've been hurt so many times. They've been through so many things. So the easiest defense mechanism is, I don't have a heart. I'm cold-hearted. I have a black hole for my heart. Because that's stuff that a lot of people say. I even say it.
Yeah, I've said it before too.
Yeah, it's because you've been hurt and you don't want to trust again. You don't want to be that vulnerable again. Because let me tell you something. When your heart is broken, that is the worst feeling in the world. Like, I'd rather get hit by a truck.
Because go back to love. Because love is so powerful.
Like, that's such a bad, like, when you care so much about someone and they don't care about you enough to not hurt you, that is the worst. Meanwhile, you always put them first.
Because you invested so much energy. Right? You invest, actual energy and mental energy.
Mm-hmm.
You put time invested in them. It's just everything all together.
Mm-hmm.
It just, love is so powerful. It's going to hurt that much.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not that at the end of the day you don't have a black heart or etc. have no heart. It's just it's just that you have now higher
more
expectations.
Of a wall. Yeah.
And you have a higher, now someone has to really just, because now you know your worth too. Mm-hmm. It's back to the family. Like, okay, that love failed. But guess what? Now you know what's up.
Yeah, now, another thing is now you look out for red flags. Now you look out for certain things like, what you're doing right there, I don't like it. And if you don't fix it, and I have to tell you about it again, I'm out. Yeah. Because that means you don't respect me enough to not do something that I asked you not to do because it hurt me.
But see, and it's good though, because now you don't waste your time.
Oh yeah, no, I could. Right? Listen, I'll talk to a guy, I'll go on a date with him, and it's just like, just no, you're not it. Bye. Like, my standards are very high now. Why? Because I'm not asked for anything that I can't offer my man. You get me? Some guys will be like, yo, she needs to have a car and a house. Meanwhile, you're still sleeping at your mama's house on the couch. What? But you expect me to have my own and you don't have yours? No, it's not that. I have my own, so I expect you to have your own. And if you don't, I expect you to work towards getting your own, Yeah. But if you're just comfortable.
To be at least close on the same level.
Yeah.
But that's good, because like I said, now you know standards.
Yeah.
After, when you have that, when you say that black heart, you played in no heart, no, you just say, I know my worth.
Yeah. I've been through some shit.
Yeah, I've been through.
And if you don't want to fight your way through that shit to get to that heart that I have, I don't want you.
You're not worth it.
Exactly.
Shout out to Kim. She used to work with Speaking Mind Radio.
Who is that?
Speaking Mind Media.
Is that Juan? Schizo! Who is that? Hey, yo, that was my first podcast ever. The Happy Hour show on Speak Your Mind Radio. We had a little altercation. Not me and Speak Your Mind. I left on very good terms.
Yeah.
That was my first podcast.
That was the first one?
That was my first one. And I love that family. I miss that family, to be honest with you. I think about you guys a lot. So much love to y'all.
I'm about to check them out. I'm about to check them out. That's what's up. Thank you guys for tuning in. This episode is going to be out Monday. Yes.
Hey.
Hold on, let's read some of these other comments. There's so many aspects and points of views of love and etc. that can make it a long, interesting topic. It's always dope to see everyone's point of view of it because of how different it could be. Yeah, and of how, like I said, how important love is. Everybody feels love. You know, it's just...
I think my views are different because of the industry I'm in. The industry I'm in, you have to be a strong, secure female because there are plenty of badass females out there in this industry that sing, that dance, that do whatever. So I have to be secure within myself to be with the man. Maybe in the industry, maybe not, just because I know what I want out of a man. So in this industry, you have to know your worth. You have to be secure. You have to treat your woman right, so that way you don't feel threatened when the next man tries to holler at her. I remember dudes used to holler at me while I was doing an interview, and mind you, my guy, my boo, whatever the hell you want to call him, was literally right next to me, and he'd just be like, whatever, because I'd shut it down. Shut it down. And they wouldn't even know that me and him were talking, but it's just shut it down. Make you feel like, yeah, nice try, buddy, but it ain't happening over here.
Yeah, like exactly. Like not even there. But I still, because that's the level of respect. And why would he be with you on the real if you thought you were going to do some shit?
Exactly. But not a lot of people think like that because it goes back to ownership. Yeah,
I've been through too much. Time is too valuable. Like, yo, you're never going to get today back. Why would you waste that with somebody? Because when you with somebody, that's like, yo, like, you're putting so much energy into that person. You know, when you loving that person, you think, like, when you really love, and that person's always there, here.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
So why are you going to fill your fucking, your brain with somebody that you're not going to maybe have in 5 years?
Yeah.
You're like, nah, I'm not beat for that. Like,
that's just how
like, and also, I noticed something the other day. How long do you think is a good period of time to be separated after you're in a relationship? How long should you be single after?
It depends on how long. It depends on how long you guys were dating. It depends on how he hurt you. It goes, you know, you know what I'm saying? Like it all depends on.
There's a lot of factors to it. Oh, okay. I'll take it.
Wow.
Thank you. Now we're on the live still.
Okay.
But so you're saying okay, a lot of factors?
Yes. Just like if you're with someone for 8 months, it might take you a year before you hop into something else if you really love that person. You know what I'm saying?
I think it should be at least a year.
At least 6 months.
I think even 6 months is pushing.
Here's my thing, because I don't know how people jump into relationship after relationship. I have such a hard time finding someone that I can tolerate texting me, let alone
on a regular.
Yeah, let alone try to spend my life with you. Like my friends I've had for years. There's no friend that I've had that is brand spanking new, just a year. All my girls have been around for years because we've been through stuff together. We can tolerate each other. We know how to deal with each other. Now, with the man, a lot of y'all don't have, not y'all, but a lot of guys don't have good intentions. Just like a lot of girls don't have good intentions.
Yeah, you're right.
So if I don't know how people do it. How do you jump from one relationship 3 months and then be in another relationship? I don't get it. Yeah. I'm here heartbroken over someone I stopped talking to last year.
Exactly.
And I'm still not the same person.
Well, you're never going to be. You're always going to carry that.
Yeah.
It's always going to be there. Because it was something serious. You know, it was. Yeah. And you had a lot of love. So it's always going to be there. That's never going to go. But still, I think you need at least a year. At least for people, like, it's depending on the relationship. If it was a quick little 4-month thing, whatever.
Yeah, that
don't even count. I'm talking like at least a year. At least a year and change. You need a year, I think, off.
Yes. To focus on you, to refocus your thoughts, to refocus what you want to do. Because now, I feel like in a relationship, you always want to bring that person along with your endeavors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I feel like now, because you planned your life with that person, now the person's no longer part of your life. Now, you gotta focus on you, and you gotta plan your life with yourself, with or without that person,
exactly.
With or without a person. As long as you're good, the rest will fall into place. So people just want love so much because everyone glorifies it, but you guys are posting up pictures of each other happy, but meanwhile, your man is in someone else's DM. Your man is fucking someone else. Your girl is fucking someone else. Your girl is trying to get attention from another dude because you're not giving her enough. It's like, what is the point of that?
Because you never even gave your time yourself to grow.
Exactly.
Shout out to Lee. Shout out to Mr. Live Love Lee. Yo, anyone that likes hip hop too, check him out. He's in the studio. Yeah, he got bars too, yo.
Well, tell him to hit me up because when collard greens and chopsticks drops, I'm gonna need some artists on my sheet.
All right, see, Lee, we got you. Nah, he's real nice too. He's a real fan of real hip hop too.
Awesome.
Not mumble, some real bars. He's good. He said like 8 months, get the toxins out and level back up. Word.
Yeah.
I think a little bit longer though, man, because it takes time to like I think it takes at least. Some people don't even hit it. Some people don't even react for like a month or two. Sometimes people
just shut it off.
Shut it off, and then it comes back.
That's what I did.
And then you just turned it.
Once I knew that it was like over, I drowned myself in work. That's all I did. Drowned myself in work. Made sure I was preoccupied. I didn't deal with my feelings. Now that's where you fuck up also, because since you don't deal with your feelings. Now you're just angry inside. Now you're a little bit more snappy than usual. You're a little bit more hard.
You're taking that hurt out on the hurt.
Exactly. So instead of doing that, what I learned is if you take out, even if it's just a day or two, to get your mental identity together, that is so much more healthier than just pushing it to the side. Because in our generation, we don't like to feel things, especially pain. We don't like to feel pain. We don't like to feel hurt. Yeah. So we just want to feel empowered and ambitious, and that's great. But when you're hurt inside, you can't focus like you used to. So take out that time, even if it's a couple hours. Take out that time. Smoke a blunt. I don't know.
Something, yeah.
Something.
Shout out to Aunt Mac. He said it took me 1.5 years for a 2-year relationship. Yeah, that's about right. Like I said, I think 1.5 years, that's about right. I mean, you can still maybe do little things in between. You can maybe feel the waters, but I think even if you are dating somebody, I think you just still gotta let it rock a little bit to get to know them, because you don't want to end up back in that. And then you can be taking out things that you're upset with somebody else, to the next person.
Oh, Jesus. Yes.
Like, you know how that is? Like, I think just, you need a good 1.5 years, because you need time to get over it. And I think to get over it, it's going to take about 2 months. You need to go through like 2 seasons. You need to go through summer.
But it's okay though.
Exactly.
Learn how to be alone. Learn how to love yourself, and learn how to be happy with yourself.
Yeah.
And that's the key. Learn how to be happy with yourself. I'm single. I'm happy. I had my heart broken, but you know what? Because I love myself, now I'm not too worried about whether or not I'm going to find someone. I know I'm going to find that person because he's going to find me when it's the right time, instead of me searching and then I end up with another asshole.
Exactly.
No.
You just put yourself in dope environments. You do what you want to do. You hustle, you work. You do your passions. You live the way you want to live. And then you're going to find someone doing the same thing.
Yes.
And y'all just going to click, and it's just going to match. Like a puzzle. That's just how it is. Like
puzzle. I love that metaphor that you're just like, it's like a puzzle.
Well, also, I've said before in this podcast too, like, you don't go looking for friends, right?
No.
They just come. It just happens.
Yeah, it just happens.
It flows, and then you and your friends love each other, and then you look back years later.
I love
and
my
you're
girls.
Like, yeah, and you do it, right?
I love my girls.
It should be the same thing with your men.
Mm-hmm. I would go above and beyond for my girls.
Yeah.
Because I only have, 4 girlfriends.
So, but that's the thing, you weren't on a friend website. Like, there's no friend date. Like, there's no friends.
No, it just
right?
It just happened. It's like, yo, you want to do something, and then it's just like you start sharing, your secrets, you start venting to them, and that's when the connection starts, because now you get to know them for who they are. Because when you're friends with someone, you show your real self.
Okay, you're you 100%.
Yeah, it's not about you don't try to impress your friends, not your real ones anyway. My friends don't try to impress me. My best friend will hit me up and be like, I look like a freaking mess right now. Help me. Like, I'm coming. Or she'll cry over the stupidest shit, but you don't try to impress me. Why? Because I'm your friend. And I take you whether or not you're living in a fucking car or if you're living in a $1 million mansion.
And it's 100% natural.
Exactly.
Like, I don't get how people, it should just, a relationship should just be just like that. I don't see.
I should be able to call you when I need you. I should be able to FaceTime you when I look a hot mess. Like, I should be able to.
Yeah, why not? I should do all that extra stuff or whatever. Mm-hmm. Just let life flow. But if you don't put yourself in environments, or you're just in the crib every night crying away, or if you're just not doing nothing for yourself, you're not gonna know anything.
You have to do things that make you feel good. Things that you want to do to make yourself feel good.
What are some things you do?
What makes me feel good is doing this. I love doing podcasts. I love doing interviews. This is where my heart is. I go to New York sometimes just to chill, hang out. Like I said, I'm a homebody in a lot of lives. I don't like to go out a lot unless it benefits my career in some way. Like if I'm not networking, I don't really want to be out there. But I like to read. I just got The Voice by Angie Martinez.
Oh, okay.
I'm really excited to read that. I'm gonna read that tomorrow. I'm just a very simple girl. We could sit here, roll up, and listen to music, and I'll be happy. Yeah, and we'll talk about everything. Like that's what I like to do. Or have like dinner dates with my girlfriends. Come over, we'll cook dinner, pop open a bottle of wine, watch some ratchet TV. That's my break from life.
Just chill.
Just chill and hang out. That's it.
And you said you love doing this as well.
I love this. This is what motivates me.
How did you get into podcasts in general?
I actually graduated from Seton Hall with a broadcasting degree.
Okay.
TV and radio. So after that, I was interning for SiriusXM NFL radio for a little bit. I loved it, but like I said, I was in that bad relationship, and after that, how do I say this? I was talking to a couple of my friends, and they're just like, "Yo, you're good. Like you have a talent for this. You should try it." So someone brought up. I always went to a podcast and no one wanted to do it with me. And at the point I was just like, I'm just going to do it myself. And then I actually met my old partner. And me and her, we were good for a couple months. Then some stuff happened. We weren't seeing eye to eye, so we just left it at that. Yeah. I wish her the best of luck still to this day. But I've always loved it. Since I was a little girl, I remember Susan Park and freaking Sway on MTV News. I was like, I kind of really want to do that. Like, oh my God, that's cool. And the fact that, it's an Asian girl in the hip hop industry and she's killing it, Miss Info, and then Angela Yee, and I love Angie Martinez and Nessa, just like those women are empowering to me. And at one point I wanted to do sports, but the only thing wrong with sports is it's so hard for a woman to have a voice. Because in the NFL, you barely get pissed, a slap on the wrist for hitting a woman. No. Meanwhile, in the music industry, we're coming for you. Yeah. If you try some disrespect like that, So it's just like...
You should try a sports one, though.
Huh?
You should try a sports one, though.
No, I feel like, I'm getting back into football.
Okay.
I stopped, I wasn't as serious about football for a while because I was so hurt. Every time I looked at ESPN, like, damn, I should be up there. Yeah. And now that I'm coming to terms with it, it's just like, let's do both.
That's what I'm saying. Why can I do
both?
That would be dope. Mm-hmm. I've been saying they need something like that.
Mm-hmm. But I love this. I love speaking out on things that matter to me. I love hearing what other people have to say. I love doing it for the culture because I grew up on 112 and Boyz II Men and Tupac and Biggie and Nas, like Jay-Z.
Some real
that was like some real music that made you sit back and be like, damn. Like you have to sit there and you think about it. It makes you feel something. That's what I want to bring back, whether it's one artist at a time, one podcast at a time. I want to bring that back. I want these kids to grow. I want her to know who 112 is or to have someone similar to 112 and hear it 20 years from now and still be like, yo, that's my jam. Like,
and have feel like the way we do.
Yeah.
For now, for this generation.
Exactly. Yeah, because y'all don't really have that. Y'all have, what, Chris Brown, Beyonce, which I love Beyonce, but more artists should come to mind. I shouldn't struggle just to come up with two.
Yeah, but this is hopefully they do make a turn. You're right, because I can't. I feel old, and I'm like I can't do it. I can't listen to Hot 97. I can't listen to Z100.
I had to. It was my career.
So you have to.
I have to, but I got used to it. So now I do appreciate mumble rap because when I want to turn up and I don't want to think about anything, I'm turning on mumble rap. But when I want to be deep, I'm gonna turn on some Meek Mill and listen to stuff like that.
I got you.
So it's a balance. You have to. It's a time and place for everything, Because I don't want to be driving to the club with my girls. listening to Best You Ever Had by Beyonce. Like, that's just, no.
Like
not the vibe. I want to listen to some Future and some Meek and just like, fuck that check up, you know?
I'm trying. I'm not a Future. I'm trying.
You don't like Meek?
Nah. A little bit. I liked his last album. His last album was good for him.
So good.
But I wouldn't listen to it again. Like, this is me.
Are you serious?
I'm just keeping it real.
I was bumping wins and losses on the way here.
The only one I like right now is Dave East.
Dave East is dope.
I like Dave for rap. I love all the R&B guys.
Okay.
I love because I love that sound. Yeah, I love all the R&B. Daniel Caesar, all that. Like for rap, right now the new guys, it's just Dave.
Because Dave East is Nas's protege. Nas co-signed him, and when Nas co-signs someone, that's a big freaking deal. And a lot of people were just like, "Oh, it's not all that hyped up to be." Now, if y'all young asses would just sit down and not turn up and just listen, even if you spark a blunt and just listen to what he's saying.
Listen to the lyrics.
It's good. Like I like the guy. Like I have to sit down and I love that kind of music though, where I have to sit down and be like, what the hell did he just say? But I know he said some intelligent shit, so hold on, let me make some time for this. Yeah, that's what I love. Like, damn, that line is hot. Nowadays it's just like, fuck up a check. I fucked your bitch. That's it.
Something, yeah.
And it's just like, all right. Turn up, I guess. What else can we do now? So turn up.
See, my old turn up music was like Dipset and stuff.
Yeah! Dipset, G-Unit.
Yeah, that was the see, me, like, to listen to when you're vibing was like Nas, Eminem, you know, things like that. But then when you just vibing out, it was like G-Unit and Dipset. And Ludacris and stuff like that. But when you really wanted to have, like, deep music, it was like J, M, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Hold on. Off music though. Back to love.
Oh God.
Love,
man.
Love.
What about it?
It's just when I ask what is it, you shouldn't have to ask, yo.
No, but sometimes you do.
Yeah. But it just has to come natural.
Yes.
So,
okay.
For that person, Don Q. All right, Mr. Lovely. I gotta check out Don Q. I don't know. I'm not too familiar with Don Q. I've heard a couple. I'm not really too. You'll put me on. You're on it. And Live Lovely. He's another one. And there we go. But yeah, what is love, man? It's just that saying. You just don't think about it. It shouldn't be overthought.
What were some bad experiences you had
with love? Oh man, I've been broken-hearted a million times.
But
my problem is I always got my hopes up too much. I think that's always my thing. I always got my hopes up. I always like thinking, like I had it, or I overly fall, you know, and the levels would never be the same.
Yes,
that's what it is.
Oh my God, yes, that's
the levels would never be the same. Like I would either really love this. Like I really love the person, and they were just getting to the point of even like really like it.
Yeah, no,
but yeah, you know what I mean. It was either that or it was just different. Like, but it takes me a lot to love. I'm just loving,
It does take me a lot to love now. Now, in order for me to actually want to be your girlfriend, for me to actually want to cater, because my man gets everything. Like, for me to cater to you, make sure you're good, show up at your job with food or a little nice present, it's because I want to make sure that your day, whether or not you're having a good day, I'm going to be there to make it better. I'm not going to make it worse. So it's just like, now, how do I say this? You just, how do we find the words?
I want to hold you. Nah.
You just take care of yourself the way that you're supposed to take care of yourself. And then that man is going to see how well you take care of yourself. And he's going to be like, you know what? You're working too hard. I'm going to take care of you now. Yeah. I want to reciprocate. And if you don't get that reciprocation, what am I here for? I'm not here to be your mother. I'm not here to just take care of you and then you just hit me up when you need, when you need something done. Or people love what you can do for them. That's another thing you have to watch out for. People love what you do for them. They love that you'll go out and get them the newest shoes. You'll go out and pay for studio time. You'll go out and do this, that, and the third for them. Like people like that. You'll go out and promote them and do whatever you can to make sure that wherever you're standing, that they're standing right next to you. And if he or she does not feel the same about you, where they are proud to have you, where they want to see you do better with them and not for them, that's what I want.
Yeah.
That's when you get all of me.
Is that when you just do it without any intentions, without anything behind it?
Someone just sent me engagement rings.
What's that?
Like, the little emoji engagement rings.
Oh.
Like, just, marry me.
Oh, yeah.
Are you listening to what I'm saying?
Black Heart.
No, you're not listening to what I'm saying.
You gotta listen to the artist Imani. His last album was Black
Oh,
Heart.
I know.
You know Imani?
I know about Imani. I knew about Imani a couple years ago. I was listening to Hot 97. When I'm Gone came on the radio. I was like, who the hell? I felt every word that he was saying. I was like, who is this man?
I'm surprised they played him on the radio.
They don't play him a lot, but I caught it. And at the time, Imani kind of sounded like Neo.
Yeah.
So I was just like,
and Mike Jackson.
Was it? No. Neo. More like Neo. So I was just like, hold on. Is this Neo? It sounds like him, but not really. So we didn't have Shazam at the time. So I'm going crazy, typing in lyrics with Neo. And then some kid, Imani, comes up. Who the hell is this? I clicked on it. I'm just like, that's him. Yo, he came out with so many dope songs.
Yeah, I love him.
He's so great. Great. He's in LA now. I asked him for an interview. But unfortunately, when I wanted to interview him, he already moved to LA. But he's a dope artist.
I'm actually going to talk to you something about that after the podcast. We're going to talk.
Ooh.
Yeah, a little something. Maybe.
Ooh.
I love you. I'm a big fan.
Love him.
I got onto him from Joe Budden.
Yes.
I'm a huge Joe Budden fan. He's top 5 to me.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean,
I like Joe Budden.
I keep it really.
He's a little crazy.
A lot of people don't. But yeah, for me, rap, top 5. But
I like him.
So I was hearing a lot of Joe's songs, and I'm the type, honestly, him, since he's my top 5, I don't even look at the artist. I don't look at the name. I look at the track list, I just buy it.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, listening.
What I do with Beak.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so you just buy it.
I just buy it.
So then all of a sudden, one day, I'm just like, yo, his hooks are just awesome. Who are these different people? I thought they were different artists.
No, he's from the Bronx.
Yeah.
He's from the Bronx.
But it was like, at first, I had no idea, because he sings all different,
everything.
It's all different ways.
Ballads.
Yeah.
Just chill. He sings everything. His voice range is amazing.
So that's the thing. I thought it was different. I thought Joe had a bunch of different artists.
No.
And then I look back at the name.
Imani.
And I'm like, wait a minute. It's the same dude.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that's awesome. When you hear the weekend, or you hear something
you have to know.
Yeah, you know. But with E's voice, it was just way different.
He's very versatile. He's very versatile with his music. He sings about everything.
Yeah, exactly. He got a new project coming September 18th.
He punched you in your feelings.
Yeah.
Imani,
I love it. I'm always jamming out.
Your feelings.
I'm always jamming out to his shit in my house all the time. The neighbors here, the neighbors know who he is. And we shout him out a lot on my podcast. So shout out to Imani, new album coming out September 18th. Mr. Live Lovely asks, what's the best way to your heart?
What's the best way to my heart?
Is
that my question or is that your question?
I don't know. I think we both go there.
The best way to my heart. Just showing me that I can be comfortable with you. Because everyone sees me just like, oh, a little China doll, it's just a little podcast. I'm silly. I'm goofy. I'll be walking around in my underwear and just start cooking and singing and doing dumb shit. I'll jam out in my car and I'll start putting on rap music videos and I'll start rap.
It's having fun.
I like to be comfortable. I want to be able to wrestle with you. I want to be able to tickle you and freaking slap you, not across the face, obviously. But I want to be able
have fun.
to have fun with you.
Sense of humor.
Exactly.
That's a big one.
Exactly. Yeah, make me laugh because I'm crazy. I'm goofy. I'm crazy. I'll do things to embarrass you in the middle of the mall. I'll grab your butt and it's yo, what the hell? Or I'll be like, yo, babe, did you need this for your for your infection? I'll do stuff like that, and it's just
sense of humor is a big one for me.
Yeah.
You don't have sense of humor, but for me, at the end of the day, I'm just gonna say just being real.
Yes.
That's a big way.
Real.
So many people don't in this day and age, and some people in general. So me, just being real is an attraction. Like when I see that that's you and you just keep it at like 100, like that's just so hard for that. You see so many girls trying to be with someone they're not, this and that. Like nah, bro. Like, I just want the real. Like,
I want the real you. Yeah.
And I want the real emotions. Like if you're pissed, I want to see that I want you faking it. I want the real. Because I'm not gonna waste my time with somebody that I'm gonna be guessing.
Yeah, that's another thing that people do that irritates me. If something is wrong, tell me what's wrong. I can't read your minds. And I'm a woman saying this. I can't read your mind. I'm not gonna say, if you're hungry, say you're freaking hungry. If you don't like what I did like 2 seconds ago when I snapped my fingers at you, tell me that so I'm conscious not to do it again.
Yeah.
I low-key love it when girls are mad at their man and they tell him he has to figure it out. Good luck with that because men are kind of dumb. So they're not going to know what they did wrong. They're going to keep asking, and if you tell them nothing enough times, they're going to be like, okay, nothing's wrong, and go back to playing mad at it. Not even that, but if you keep telling them that nothing's wrong, because how I am is if you ask me if nothing's wrong and I tell you nothing is wrong and you keep asking me, I want to punch you in the face because I just told you nothing's wrong. But I have to keep in mind other girls do that. So it's just like, oh, I see where you're coming from. But stop asking me because I will tell you what's wrong in a heartbeat. I won't yell at you. I'll sit down. Or do you have a minute to talk? You did this. I don't like it. It made me feel some type of way. That is why I'm mad. Are you going to fix it? Yes? Okay, cool. Are you not going to fix it? If you're not going to fix it, you're going to do it again. Tell me now so I can walk out. That's it.
That's smart. That's how you got to do it, though, so you guys can learn and grow from it.
Because if not, games ain't it.
Yeah, because how you going to, like, yo, like I said, I've been there, yo. I'm to the point, you want to play that with me? Nothing's wrong? Okay, nothing's wrong. I'm not going to sit there.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
You know what I'm saying? I'm too old for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just tell me what's up. So, because if not, I'm gonna be guessing things that aren't even true. And
then now I'm stressing myself out trying to figure out what's wrong with you. Meanwhile, it's because you're freaking hungry. You didn't want Taco Bell. You want a Burger King instead. Like,
exactly.
Hold on.
It could be the most simplest things in the world.
You better.
I'm not playing all the guessing games for that shit. We got people going on here live. How we doing over there?
Yeah, Leon goes, I definitely speak my mind. I think we'll be very cool. Good vibes. Okay.
Good vibes.
So beautiful. Thank you, darling. I appreciate it.
Shout out to them.
People.
Shout out to everyone watching on our live.
Hey, Liddy. My other one was more lit, but I guess everyone's just like,
Okay. But with love, there's so many things you can cover. So obviously, we're going to wrap it up for today's episode, but love is something.
Love isn't supposed to be complicated, but it is, because we make it that way.
Yeah, like I said before, we make it complicated with all the ifs, ands, and the buts. We add a lot of stuff to it that shouldn't be added to it, and we stress about things that we shouldn't be stressing about. Just let it flow.
Let it flow. Find someone that knows your worth. And in order to do that, you gotta know your own worth.
Of course.
Otherwise, you'll be settling for less. And who wants to do that?
Your time is valuable. You're never going to get today back. Ever. So why would you want to waste today with someone that you're not going to be with tomorrow?
Mm-hmm. Or 5. Can you imagine 5 years from now?
Yeah.
And they just break your heart because they felt like it.
Yeah. What was that waste? That was 5 years. You could have been...
Bruh. I could have been in Europe traveling the whole entire continent.
Of course. And also, date more. Figure out who that person is. Just...
There's nothing wrong with dating. Like, going on a couple dates with a couple... I'm not saying go screw all of them. Even if you did, it's your vagina. I don't care what you do.
Yeah.
But get to know that person. Go on a couple dates. See if you feel their vibe. If they make it past the 3rd date, you know what?
Exactly.
Maybe there's something. But if you can't... Like, people, especially women, like to put their all into one basket, especially fresh out of a relationship because they want a relationship again. Don't do that. Keep your options open. Because now... because you put so much into one person, you give all of them their attention. And men are dicks. So it's just like, you give me all your attention, oh, I can have you just like that. I can come back to you whenever I teach you however I want and you'll still be there. Don't do that to yourself. Explore your options.
Lee said there are less women who vocalize their thoughts.
Well, I am definitely one of them.
Hey. All right, Lee, we can get off the live. Thank you for watching. Wait. He says something. Place yourself in locations that you wish to be around like-minded individuals. Yeah, exactly. You got to put yourself in dope environments. You got to put yourself in the environments that you want to be in. And then you're going to find someone else that fucks with those environments. And then you're going to flow.
It falls into place. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Videos and audio will be up soon. The episode airs on Monday.
Yeah, shout out to everyone watching on Kim's Live.
Amber,
my bad. I'm bugging out. No, because someone said Kim.
It's probably schizo. It said Kimberly Amber.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm like.
People switch my names. Kim, Amber, Kimberly Amber, Amber Lay, China, Asia.
So you guys have really nicknames.
Yeah. Freaking Don Marco calls me Young Tokyo, and it's just like, that was way out there.
Yeah,
I was like, hold on. So when I go up to Power 105, like, he'll be like, yo, Young Tok, what's good? DJ Clue, Tokyo, what's good? It's like, I'm not even, you know what? Whatever y'all want.
Whatever you want. I'm here.
I'm here. That's it. Y'all know me. That's all I care about.
I like your style. So also for any of our listeners here, you guys check out our website, therapywithoutadegree.com. Also, you guys can listen to this on Monday. Right on Wednesday, we got the Wings and Visions. I don't know if you know what our Wings and Visions is.
Yeah, tell me a little bit more about that. I've seen it, but I'm not sure what it is.
Okay. Basically, every Wednesday at the Applebee's in Garfield, I have people come meet me, right? Mm-hmm. And let's say you met me, I would make you a free vision board and make you a free game plan. Okay. And write you write it out, basically short-term goals, long-term goals,
cool.
All free. And we're just going to kick it. I buy you an appetizer, I buy you a drink.
I'm low-key off this Wednesday, so I might just drop by.
Yeah, so for real, I'm not one perfect. I'm far from that, but sometimes you need that extra person just to kind of pick your brain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like just the extra person to maybe say, okay, what's the long-term goals? What can we figure out now? What can we do sooner? Because a lot of times you're like, I want to do that in 5 years. Maybe we could do that quicker.
Garfield's not that far.
No, it's really
right? It's by Clark, isn't it?
Nah, a little more north.
But it's somehow
it's close. It's not too bad. It's like a 30-minute drive.
Oh, I drive that much to home.
Yeah, it's really not that bad.
I might bring on my makeup artist with me.
Right? Yeah, come through. It's really dope. Like I said, it's all free. I mean, you can't beat that. You just come kick it, get some wings or whatever, so you can't beat that. And then on the website, therapywithoutadegree.com, we got a bunch of shirts. I got gamer therapy shirts. I got Hennessy therapy shirts. Because, anything, it's pretty funny that a lot of people like the Hennessy therapy one.
Of course they do.
Yeah.
Of course they do.
I don't really promote that. I don't want to promote alcohol too much. But, as long as you drink it responsibly, there's a lot of different things that could be people's therapy. Music, art, whatever's going to zone you out, get you in a little better mood. So we got the website, we got the YouTube. We're streaming live right now, so I'm going to try to put this onto the YouTube so you guys can check us out, check Amber out, check myself out. And where can they listen to all your shows?
Okay, the website is being built, the app is being built. We're trying to make it so that way you can listen to the show through the app, so that way all you have to do is click on it. But it's being worked on. So right now, our Instagram is collard greens and chopsticks. It's spelled exactly how it sounds. There's no space. It's just that. Also on Facebook is the same thing. The logo is being worked on. You can listen to me guest hosting on Drunken Wisdom on Spreaker, SPREAKER.com. The link is on Drunken Wisdom's bio on Instagram. It's part of the Vibes ENT. If you follow me on social media, you'll be able to find.
And stuff.
My Instagram and my Twitter is made in Vietnam __2 underscores. I know they call me China. Don't ask my little brother.
Yes.
But I'll make it easy for you guys. Made in Vietnam __. You can keep up with me there. So I'm back on the scene, and this is actually my first interview back on the scene.
Oh, yeah?
I have a couple more lined up, but this is the first one.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, you got to join us some more.
No, I would love to. I enjoyed this a lot.
All right, I like your style. I want you to meet our two co-hosts, Walter and Hitomi. They're hilarious.
Actually, when collard greens and chopsticks drops, I'll bring my partner with me.
Okay,
and we can do that.
Yeah, it'll be really, really fun. We covered some wild topics. Like, obviously, this one was love, a little more deeper. We've done more funnier things, like when to contact a girl after get her number.
Oh, God.
Threesomes, depression, suicide.
Yeah.
Like, different things.
Different,
like, how long is too long to be engaged?
How long is too long?
Check out our episode.
Interesting, right? Check out the episode. That's it.
So what you think? All right, y'all. Thank you for listening. Therapy Without a Degree. We out. Peace.
Hey!